Hello and welcome to today's Web News, where we'll be taking a look at some of the stories making the online headlines. Coming up on today's show, campaigning for an end to violence against Aboriginal women in Canada. An online movement condemning racism at Harvard University. And the Pharrell Williams hit Happy reaches a galaxy far away. As we can see from these pictures that have been circulating on social networks, thousands of Canadians took to the streets last week and throughout the weekend to pay tribute to Inuit student Loretta Saunders, found murdered in February. Citizens were also calling on the authorities to do more to tackle this alarming problem of violence against Indigenous women in Canada. And the calls have been widely shared online. Some 141,000 web users have added their signature to this online petition demanding the government opens an immediate inquiry into the missing or murdered Aboriginal women in Canada. The document's addressed to the Minister for the Status of Women, Kelly Leitch, and states that over 800 Aboriginal women have been murdered or reported missing in Canada over the past 30 years, and it's high time the problem was addressed. Amnesty International has posted a statement to its website saying Canada's federal government can no longer ignore the issue. The NGO says Indigenous women are 7 times more likely than other women in Canada to die as a result of violence. As many web users are saying, these statistics should be all the authorities need to take urgent action to ensure better protection for Native women in Canada and end this alarming pattern. A group of black students at Harvard are speaking out against the racism they say they've experienced at the university. There are 63 shots in the I Too Am Harvard photo campaign and Tumblr blog, with students sharing remarks they've heard on campus. Shocking comments like, "You aren't black on the inside," "Don't you wish you were white like the rest of us?" and "You're really articulate for a black girl."
I believe that if I didn't belong here, God would.
As they explain in this online video, the project's participants want to speak up, claim the campus, saying they have just as much right as white students to study at the well-known Massachusetts University, and their presence there should not be questioned.
Introducing myself to people.
One activist from New York who uses the online pseudonym Revolution McInnes is encouraging Harvard's white students to take a pledge to show solidarity with their fellow students and to actively fight to eradicate white privilege at Harvard.
See that, the red hair, the freckles, and then I'd say I'm half black too.
And it seems it's not just students at Harvard facing this type of discrimination. Scores of Twitter users from across the country have been posting under the I Too Am Harvard hashtag, sharing their experiences. This student from Georgia Tech, for example, says even though she has a letter of acceptance, she will never be totally accepted on campus. Terry Shipman is hoping this picture of him and his 2 dogs will overtake the Ellen DeGeneres Oscars selfie that broke all Twitter records with over 3,300,000 retweets. The 66-year-old Texan has racked up over 180,000 retweets since last Wednesday, so he's still got a long way to go, although it's not bad, considering he is a complete unknown and he's only posted to his Twitter page twice in the past. It's difficult to remain indifferent when a pumpkin or a ball or a shoe is thrown directly at you. New York-based photographer Kaija Straumanis has produced this set of self-portrait images that capture various random objects as they collide with her head. Literally striking shots available to view on the artist's Flickr page. Well, it looks like the Pharrell Williams global mega hit Happy is now enjoying intergalactic success. This video features characters from the Star Wars films strutting their stuff. Filmed at one of the film locations in Tunisia, this will no doubt prove hugely popular with Star Wars fans everywhere.
friends to you, don't waste your time. Here's why.